Okay, and we are loving some of the views that you're giving us tonight. We're in here, but you give us the windows of the Portland world, so to speak.
Yeah, and really much of the Pacific Northwest. I mean, some really nice views coming in tonight as those clouds slowly started to break apart. The clear skies, though, mean that colder temperatures are on the way. So we give it the grand tour anywhere from the valley to the coast up to the higher elevations of Mount Hood Meadows, where Portland right now is sitting at 38 degrees. And we are expecting to see a lot of that cloud coverage continue to break down. The clear conditions will transition into the fog as our temperatures slide back close to freezing just after the midnight hour as our winds still remain on the calm side. You can see, though, the Willamette Valley socked in over the past several days with a lot of that fog layer that now starting to break down just for it to start to fill back up once again. All because of those clear skies. It allows for the heat that we build up in the day to escape back out into the atmosphere, and with the lack of wind to kind of mix up the air, that means that radiation fog, it starts to form once again. That will be the case moving our way into tomorrow morning as those bone-chilling temperatures also settle their way back into the Portland-Vancouver area. On average, we should see our early morning lows right around 36 degrees or so, but we are talking about temperatures falling back into the 20s. This potentially the coldest stint of weather that we have seen so far this winter season, but it does come with a gradual warming trend, although it is slow as we work our way into next week. Now, the lack of rainfall we've been dealing with, all due to this ridge of high pressure, preventing any new weather systems from rolling their way in from the Pacific Ocean as we sit on the fringe of this jet stream, which means some chilly temperatures from Canada are going to try to sneak their way into western Oregon and southwest Washington, but a far different picture than what is happening out towards the east. This is where we are just seeing some record-breaking cold temperatures. Feel like wind chill factors falling back to almost 40 degrees below zero for places like Bismarck, Duluth, even as far south as the Lone Star State, Houston, Texas. 24 degrees for your feel-like temperature. So we will take the upper 20s in regard to what the rest of the country is dealing with as we see the mix of the sun, the clouds, that stays with us for much of the day on Saturday. Very similar to today. We'll break down some of that cloud coverage later in the afternoon and evening as another round of clear skies gives way to potential patchy fog as we move into Sunday with a lot more sunshine in the works by the end of the weekend. But looking forward to the next 8 to 14 days, we got an equal chance here up and down the I-5 corridor, the coast and the Cascades to see an equal chance of a little bit more rain or maybe a little bit less as our temperature trend does show cooler temperatures really over the next several days. As tonight we fall back to about 30 degrees, patchy fog. Tomorrow we'll start things off chilly, but then warm back up into the mid-40s with a bit of a breakdown in that cloud coverage. With our Sunday forecast showing that the sunshine, it does return by the time we get into Sunday. Those early morning lows, though, hard to shake the upper 20s as we move into the start of next week. But 1 week from today, so next Friday, that is our next chance of wet weather. But if that all comes to fruition, it will be nearly 10 days since Portland has seen measurable rain. We are just a little overdue for some wet weather.
Yeah, that's unusual. Weird for January.
It really is.
Thanks, Josh.
Stay with us when we come back.